Next type, second type, multi-level inheritance. Multi-level inheritance. What is meant by multi-level inheritance? A class which is derived from another derived class, then it is called multi-level inheritance. Definition: a class which is derived from another derived class is called multi-level inheritance. Okay, now pictorial representation. Class A, class B and class C. Base class B derived from A, which is derived from B. So this is called multi-level inheritance. So you can go class D, class E, how many classes you want to inherit, you can go. This is called multi-level inheritance. So what would be the syntax? Class. Now onwards you can take class name as A, B, C like that for syntax. Class A, some properties are there in the class A, colon, semicolon. Class B, colon, visibility mode, visibility mode. What is the base class name? A. Then semicolon. Then class C, colon, visibility mode, B. So this is the syntax for multi-level inheritance. Example: class date int day month and year. In the public section, void input cout. I want to read values for these variables, these data members, day, month and year. They are belongs to private section of that class, or you can make it as a protected also. Enter day, month and year. Cin extraction day, extraction month and extraction year. Close. Void disp cout insertion date, I'll give backslash t, sorry, front slash forward slash day, month and year. Class close. Class time colon public date. In the public section, sorry, or in the private section, I'll take int, hour, minute and second. Public void scan cout insertion enter hour, minute and second. Cin extraction hour, extraction minute and extraction second. Void show cout hour, insertion colon, minute and second. So one more class we need to take here, that is date time. I'll take class, so I don't have space here, I'll continue from here. See, the base class which represents the date, it contains the features of date, that is day, month, year, and derived class time. So from time I'll inherit another class date time. So date time, indirectly it inherits both date and also directly it inherits the properties of time, and another class, that is date. In the public section, so from this class I can display either both date and also time. From here also I can display date and time. To demonstrate multi-level inheritance, I have taken date and time. So which function we want to call first? Input function. See, input function, it belongs to class date, it's a public member, and that members have inherited to derived class, that is time. So time class having both input function, display function, scan and show function. So let us, and these functions are inherited to public section of the derived class, that is date and time. So I can display, I can take directly, I can take main function here, void main. I did not write anything here in the public section because the public section of the date to time having all these functions, input function, display function. How? Input and display functions are member function of class date and they are inherited to derived class. Now the derived class, that is time, that time class public section having scan function, show function, input function and display function. Total there are 4 functions are there in the derived class. Okay. And these functions are in public section of the class time. Again we have inherited another class, that is date time, from the class time. So all these functions are inherited to public section of this class, so that I can create object for date time. I'll take date dt as an object. So which function you want to call first? Input function. Input is a member function of date, class date. Is it possible to access input function from this object, dt object? dt is a member function of which class? Date time class. That is a derived class, child class. So from this object I can access input function, because input function is inherited to public section of this class, date and time. dt dot input. Before going to access, one thing you should clarify with this: what are the functions goes to which access specifier of which class? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸು ಯಾವ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿನ ಯಾವ ಆಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫೈಯರಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಆಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಬೇಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಡೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ, ಡೇಟಿಂದು ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿದೆ? ಈಗ ಟೈಮ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದೆ. ಟೈಮ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲೂ ಅದರದ್ದೇ ಒಂದು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, 2 ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, 2 ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್, scan function and show functions. These 2 are the member function of that particular class, time class. Along with these 2 functions, 2 more functions are there in that class, that is input function and display function. Total 4 functions are there in the public section of the derived class, that is time class. Again we inherited another class from the time class, date time. Now that is mode of inheritance is public. So all these public members of the base class, this base class are inherited to public section of the derived class. So total all 4 functions are inherited to this class, so that I can access these members through the object of that class. dt dot input, then dt dot display, then dt dot scan, dt dot show. Close. Understood? So this is example for multi-level inheritance. Example 2. Header files, class, point, or I'll take class 1. I'll make it as protected data. This class will calculate square of the given number, and the next class cube, and next quad. So let us input public. So in this class I'll take only cal function void, or I'll take input here itself, input cout, enter an integer, cin extraction x, void cal and the q square. This function has to calculate the square of the given number. Cout insertion x star x is equal to x star x, close, semicolon. And one more class, class 2, colon, public mode of inheritance. And what is the base class name here? 1, open flat bracket, I have taken class 2. This class 2 is a derived class of base class 1. In the public section, I'll calculate cube void cube cout x star x is equal to, I have written within double quotes so that it display as it is on the screen, insertion x star x. Class 3 colon, in the public section, class 2 again in turns, which is derived from class 2, open flat bracket. Okay, now in the public section, x into x, void quad, I'll take a function name as quad, cout within double quotes x into x, insertion x star x. From main function, we have to create object for this third class, class 3. See, let us analyze this program first. There are two member functions in the base class 1, and there is a data member X, that is a protected data. That protected and public members are inherited to derived class. This protected data can be accessed through the member function of that base class and also member function of the derived class, because protected members are inherited to protected section of the derived class. I must write a protected here. Protected. This data is inherited to protected section. Here also protected. To this class, I did not take any data member. The base class member is inherited to protected section of the derived class. Now what is there in the protected section of class 2? Int X. Int X is there in the base class 1 and also in the derived class 2. And the same protected member is inherited to class 3. And what are the member functions? Input and square. Input and square are the member functions. These two functions are inherited to public section of the derived class. So what is the derived class of class 1? 2. 2 is the derived class of class 1. So the public section, public access specifier, contains 3 member functions. One is its own member function, that is cube, and other 2 are base class, input and square. Input and square, cube. These 3 are the public functions of the derived class. And next thing, again this class 2 is inherited from the other class, that is class 3, and the members or the properties of class 2 are inherited to class 3. What are the properties of class 2? Int X, cube, square, input. These are the properties of class 2. These properties are inherited to class 3. Now the protected section of class 3 contains int X, and public section of the class 3 contains input, square, cube and quad. So it is possible to access all these functions through the object of 3, class 3 object. So which function you want to execute first? Input function. T dot input. Then T dot square. T dot, what is that another function? Cube. And T dot quad. So this is about multi-level inheritance. For the exam point of view, I'll write another program. You can write any of these programs if you are comfortable with this program. Otherwise, I'll give a simple program. For some students, if it is difficult, you can go ahead with that program. Class A. Public. Void. Show, cout. Class A is base class. Now, class B colon public A. Cout, in the public section. Void, print, cout, insertion. Class B is derived from class A. Class C colon public B in the public section, void disp Cout insertion. Class C is derived class of class B. Now void main. So I will create object for class C. Name of the class is C. Class name C is the class name. Obj is the object name. Don't get confused with this. There is a letter. I have taken a letter for the class name. Obj dot show. Obj dot print then obj dot disp. Get ch, close. So this program you can write for the exam. It's a very simple program, you can easily understand. So in the public section there is one member function, and in the public section of B, class B, another member function print. So the mode of inheritance is public. The public members are inherited to public section of the derived class. So the public section of public access specifier of this class B having two member functions, one is show and another one is print. Then class C, which is derived from class B, the public access specifier of class C contains show, print and disp. So that these three members are there in the public section of class 3. We can access these functions through the object of class C. So we have access through this object. Next, third type, multiple inheritance. Multiple. Before what we studied, that is multi-level inheritance. Now multiple inheritance. What is the difference between multi-level and multiple? Multi-level means there are different levels. So base class, derived class, again derived class, another derived class. So it's a chain-like structure. Whereas in multiple inheritance, a class which is derived from two or more base classes. Okay, we can derive a class from multiple classes. Then it is called multiple inheritance. Definition: a class which is derived from two or more base classes is called multiple inheritance. Then pictorial representation. Class A properties are goes to class C and class B properties are goes to class C. We'll take same example, date and time, okay. Class, date. I'll take protected section here. Before we had taken private members, int, day, month and year. In the public section, void void input function, cout, enter day, month and year. Cin extraction, day, extraction month, extraction year. One more class, class time, colon, public. What is the base class name here? Date. We have to take separate class now, multiple. So two separate classes must be there here. Time, in the protected section, int, hour, minute and second. Public, void, int void scan, enter, hour, minute and second. Cin extraction h, here I want to take in another function, void disk, or I'll take void show, cout, day, month, year, here display function, hour, minute, second. One more class, class date, time, okay, class date time, which is inherited from this class has to inherit it from both class date and class time. These two are the base classes. Okay. So this class, it becomes a child class of class date and class time. So date time colon public date. See, I'll write from here. I'll start from here. So these two are the separate classes. Class date is one separate class and time is other separate class. So these two, from these two classes, I am going to derive one more class, class date time. It is the child class of class date and class time, colon, public date, then comma, public, we must write again visibility mode here, public, then time, so in the protected section, protected and public. So the protected and public members. Here I will close the class, nothing is there. Through this class object I can access class date and also class time members. Let us create an object for this class, void main. So in this example I have taken class date and one more class time. These two are separate classes. Okay, there is no inheritance between these two classes, and we have inherited a class called date time, and that class is a derived class for these two classes, date and time. Through that class, through the object of that class, I can access both class date and class time members. See, these are protected members, and protected members are inherited to protected section of the derived class, and public members are inherited to public section. Similarly, protected members are inherited to protected section of the derived class, and public members are inherited to public section of the derived class. Total, the public section of the derived class, that is date time, contains 4 member functions and 6 data members. First I want to call input function date time d. I'll take dt dot input dt dot scan. First I will call the functions which are meant for input data. dt dot show, dt dot disp. So this is an example for multiple inheritance. Let us write the syntax. First I will write the definition. So what is the definition of multiple inheritance? By knowing this example, what we can say, a class which is derived from 2 or more base classes, then it is called multiple inheritance. A class which is derived from 2 or more base classes is called multiple inheritance. Now, pictorial representation. class A, class B and class C. Base classes, and class C is derived from class A and class B. The properties of class A and class B are inherited to class C. Now let us know the syntax. Class A, open flower bracket, class B, it is a separate class. So this is class A and it is class B. Then class C, class C. So this is a class which is derived from, which is going to be derived from class A and class B. Colon, visibility mode public, sorry I must write visibility mode here. This is general syntax, no? Visibility mode, comma, sorry, visibility mode A, comma, visibility mode B. We have to write visibility mode for each class. So in which mode are you going to inherit class A, or in which visibility mode are you going to inherit class B? You can inherit in a different mode those classes. That is class A, if you can inherit class A as a private mode of inheritance, you can inherit class B as a public mode of inheritance, like that. There is no mandatory, you must take same visibility mode for both classes while inheriting. But in the previous example, I had taken same visibility mode to inherit these two classes. So this would be the syntax of multiple inheritance. So when you write the pictorial representation, you can, if you write this pictorial representation, you can easily write the syntax class A and class B. There is no inheritance between these two classes. They are separate classes. And class C, which is derived from class A, you all know the syntax for deriving a class from existing class. Class C, that is class, derived class name, colon, visibility mode, base class name A, and another base class is there. To that base class I must, in which mode I am going to inherit, I must show that. So comma operator, you must write comma operator here, and visibility mode, class name B, base class name B. I hope you understood multiple inheritance. In the next class I'll give some more examples on this multiple inheritance. Thank you.